Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Street Photography Shots Explained. So today I'm going to go ahead and talk about two of my street photography shots, and on the second part of the video I'm going to go ahead and talk about a shot that one of my friends on Instagram ended up giving me permission to talk about one of his shots. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about that on the second part of the video. So for the first shot, it is called Genuine Smiles, the shot right here. So for Genuine Smiles, it was in Times Square, and as you guys know, if you've been to Times Square before, everybody's taking a picture, right? So people are so used to people having their cameras out that it's not uncommon for somebody to take a picture of you. But something that I do to get a smile out of people is that I'll follow them with the camera as they're walking by, and then I'll smile at them. But like, just a genuine smile, like, hey, we're having a good time. This is great. Like, this is awesome. Sometimes I catch people like by surprise, like I did her. But other times they just smile at me, or like they wave and stuff like that, and they feel your energy. So it all depends on if you're wanting to be, just hidden behind your camera taking a picture, or if you're actually wanting to interact with the people that you're taking a picture of. And in this case, I actually ended up interacting with her and smiling at her. And some people have told me that my smile is contagious. So when I smile at people, they smile back, and then I take the picture, and there you go. That's this shot right here. So it's just about being genuine on the street, and just expressing that all you're trying to do is actually just capture the moment and basically document kind of the era that you're living in. So yeah, that's the shot right here. Very easy to explain, and I was just trying to get a smile out of a stranger while she was walking across the street, and I ended up accomplishing it. I have done this several times before, and every single time I've done it, most of the times I haven't even gotten anybody complain to me about anything or about me taking their picture. They just smile at me. They're like, "Oh, cool, he's doing this because he likes to take pictures," and that's it. But yeah, that's his picture. And then for the second picture, it is called Destinations We Choose, this shot right here. So what I wanted to show that here was how massive the dome is on top of the Berlin Parliament building in Berlin. So how'd you get here is that you don't really have to pay in order to go up there to this dome. Honestly, you just have to go across the street from Parliament, and there's like this little kiosk area. Basically, you give them your name and stuff, and you tell them that you want a slot, and then you end up getting a slot. Sometimes the best thing to do is to go there the day before you're gonna go and get a slot for the next day, because most of the time the slots for that day have already been taken, either people online or stuff like that. So your best bet is to go there and then reserve a spot for the next day. But what I wanted to show here is what caught me by surprise, was that how many people here were in that dome, walking around, looking at the mirrors, looking at the stuff about Parliament at the bottom and everything. But just what hit me was that I didn't talk to anybody there whatsoever, like nobody. I mean, I smiled and stuff while I was walking around and taking pictures, but I didn't talk to anybody. But the crazy thing that all these people are coming from different countries, some from Germany, some from other countries all around the world, and they're coming to this place to like see this dome. And yet we're all there, but we're not really interacting as in talking, but we were at the same place. So it's just that's why I ended up naming this the Destinations We Choose, just because none of those people there remember me. And honestly, I don't remember most of them either. But the fact that we were all able to go there on the same day and converge and just interact without really interacting like personally, it just it caught me off guard. And that's why whenever I was like looking to the side right there, I ended up seeing all the different levels of people walking around the dome, because this dome, it kind of goes up all the way to the very top, and then you can take the other side and go all the way down. So it just caught me off guard. So I was just like, okay, that's really cool. Like, I was just thinking, listening to music and thinking, and I was like, I see these people here now, and I'll probably never see them again, yet we were here at the same time. It's crazy to me. So what I wanted to capture here was the sunlight with the shadows going up towards the very bottom, and then the different levels of people. And then they also have this like inverted mirror thing in the middle of the dome, and you're basically able to capture from the top too and get some awesome views and whatnot. But I wanted to capture this angle to show you the magnitude or how many people are in this dome. But yeah, that's this shot right here. It's very simple as well. I just wanted to show you that there were a lot of people here that I was running into that I would never ever see again, or just maybe I'll walk by them, but I won't ever know that they were there with me at that time. But that's basically what I wanted to capture in this shot. And now for the shots that I want to go ahead and talk about. So this is what I'm going to go ahead and talk about today. And this is why I think that street photography is very, very important, especially candid street photography. So in his profile, he says, I shoot and record whatever is appealing to me. And you can really tell that that's what he does with every single one of his photos, because whenever he captures, he just takes pictures of things that he finds interesting. And whenever you look at his carousels of photos, it's just completely random things. Sometimes it'll be pictures of a festival that are like back to back, back to back. But most of the time, it's just candid street photography shots. And that's what I love about it, because it's extremely important for street photographers to do that. Because whenever you look back at pictures from like maybe 30, 40, 50 years ago, you'll see how different the whole culture, everything was. And the fact that these people went around and took pictures of people on the street shows you how they lived. And personally, for me, that I have never been to Taiwan, seeing his pictures makes me want to go there just to experience the festivals and, you know, the people, the atmosphere, the culture. I just really, really want to experience it. And I'm leading up towards this picture right here. So this shot right here is so awesome. This is a festival, a folk festival that they end up having in Taiwan. And if it wasn't for him capturing it, I would never know that this ever happened in Taiwan or anything like that. So that's why whenever I see these photos, I'm just like, wow, this is so amazing. Like, this actually happens around the world. They have like crazy, crazy festivals. You know, I can't even get into it just because I want you to go to his pictures and see the pictures of the festivals and everything. It looks so awesome. But what I'm trying to get at is that it's extremely important for people to take pictures of people on the street, especially now in the modern day. Like, don't think that because it was back then that it was more interesting. I mean, yes, it's interesting to you because it's like 50, 60 years ago and it was completely different. But to somebody 50, 60 years from now, it's going to be like, wow, those people went through COVID. Wow, those people were alive when Russia and Ukraine were in war. Like, you know, just like, this is how people lived back then. Wow, they had cell phones. They carried cell phones. We hold cell phones in our hands now. It's like things like that. It's like whenever you think about it, it's like, well, you're trying to record, or you're trying to take pictures and trying to basically stop time on a certain era. And that's basically what he does. Whenever I see his pictures, I'm like, oh wow, so that's how people live in Taiwan. Oh, that's where they eat. Oh, you get street food like that. Oh, that's really cool. Oh, that's a festival I could go to if I really wanted to go. You know, if I really wanted to go to a specific festival, that's something that I could look forward to just seeing from his photos. And that's why I think that his shots are so candid. Candid. So this shot right here specifically, you can see the two guys on both sides. They're like holding on to this structure, and the two other guys are carrying it. I'm guessing they're like twirling it, like they're twirling really, really fast to make the guys lift from the ground and everything. It just looks so awesome. And the fact that he was able to capture that, I'm pretty sure he was on a higher shutter speed, maybe 1/600 or something like that. I'm just guessing. But it's so awesome that he was able to capture that. He's able to like throw like show you his culture just by snapping a shot, and that's it. Like, he just shows you exactly what he wants to show you. He like frames it perfectly so like that the guys are in the actual frame, and whenever you see his photos, you automatically see the subject like right away. You know exactly what he wants to show you. So this is the runner up. I'm not gonna show the other one because I only show one of these photos in every single one of his videos, but I'm gonna go ahead and just tell you about it. There's another one where it ends up being like a cat, and it's like, you know, it's has his claws out, and he takes a picture like really close to the roof, and the cat has his claws out towards the camera, and then there's a guy standing at the very back, kind of like, you know, in the background, and your eye automatically goes to him as well because he's in the background looking at him, which I'm guessing is he's looking at the person taking a picture, and the cat is just like with his claws out. It's so candid, and it's just like it draws you into his culture, everything that he wants to show you. And you can tell, especially with every one of his images, like what I've gone through with it, like that I can tell 100% that he goes out there and he spends hours and hours and hours and hours, and, you know, I can't even tell you how many miles he walks, just taking pictures and, like, you know, enjoying life and trying to show you his culture. And that's just like something I can relate to at a deep, deep level, because that's something that I do as well. I'll just go out there and I'll take pictures and I'll, think about what I'm trying to show people. And it's just like, it's such a connection, even though we've never like met face to face. There's a connection there of like, he's going out there and walking miles and taking pictures and enjoying his life, and I'm doing the same. So yeah. That's but this is all of this is to say that you're doing a great job, man, and I really appreciate your work, and you inspire me to go out there and do more street photography, because your shots are so candid and so awesome. But yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for all the awesome work. But yeah, this is the shot that I'm gonna go ahead and talk about today, guys. And again, thank you for tuning in. I will keep making these videos because they're so much fun, and I really like sharing my work as well as the work from some awesome photographers around the world with you guys. But again, thanks for tuning in, and I'll go ahead and catch you guys next time.